Hi. The assumption here is that you have at least a Facebook account. Whether you have 1 friend, 1,000 friends, or 100,000 friends makes no difference. What we're going to investigate is how to create a Facebook page for your business and why, obviously. So you're logged into Facebook, you're looking at your Facebook account. Down the left hand side there is a pages section. Now you'll see in my account here I have a number of pages, but if we just click on the heading, which you will have, that will then list your pages separately, and the most important bit here is the button create a page, which brings us to the create page option. Now you can be taken directly to this page if you use facebook.com/pages/create.php. However, you would still need to be logged in first. Because Facebook is a social networking site, the categories of pages are really quite wide. A cause or community, a bit of entertainment, an artist or a band. It's really this top row that we're interested in. Are you looking to create a new page for a particular business, so your new business, a company or organization? The inference there is that that's larger than a local business, or just for an individual brand or product. So you may want this page just to be used for a promotion of a brand new product, and that's it. Let's go with a company. You've then got to categorize that company. So choose a category. So if I'm looking to add a new Facebook page for my own company, I look down the list and it's actually computers and technology. And then I add the company name. So it's NYBYTES. Obviously, I agree to Facebook pages terms. Get started. So the steps are here. We need a profile picture, which I can either upload an image directly to Facebook from my computer, or I can import a photo from my website. My website's here. I perhaps would like to import a picture of myself, which is that picture there. So I go back to create a page. Let's import a photo from my website. Enter URL to import a photo from your website to use the profile picture. Well, I need the URL of there, so I right click, copy image location, come back to Facebook and paste that into there. Hey presto, it will go and find the picture from the website. That's the one I'm after. Select image. Now obviously you might want to create and edit and import an image particularly for this Facebook page. Continue. We then move on to next. At this point I could invite my own friends, so these are people that are effectively classed as my Facebook friends, to this page by clicking invite friends. Now if I want to invite all of them, in theory I could go through tick 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 and that would pick them all up, and then I could click submit and they will all be invited to my new page, which is fine if you have 20, 30, 40, 50 friends. Once if your friends are getting into the hundreds and the thousands, that is a lot of clicking. There must be a quicker way of selecting all. Unfortunately, as you can see here on this interface, there is no select all option. However, I have a small piece of code which you can copy and paste into the address bar up here that will select all these friends. That piece of code is this text here. Now you've got to get it exactly right, including the case. So it is easy to copy and paste it. You come back around to Facebook and you paste that directly into the URL bar here at the top. So not in the search box here, right in the where the address would appear, and then just press return. Wait a few seconds and you'll see, hey presto, it's selected all of the friends in this friend box. So if you had 1,000 friends, it would just select them all in a jiffy. So that's a neat little bit of code that you certainly want to make a note of. And then you click submit and all these people will be invited to your new page. So let's go submit. We've let your friends know about your page. Thank you. Now you can also import contacts from your machine. So you may have a CSV file of contacts. You can share this page on your wall. So there'll be a post on your own personal wall to say obviously this page now exists, and you can be the first person to like the page. All very good, helpful items, so we'll leave those ticks in. Continue. Add some basic information that people who visit your page know about it. Well, the website will be quite useful, which isn't the name of the picture. and some text about your business. Supplies, quality, computer, training, and application development. So something succinct but covers exactly what you do. Continue. And we have the page effectively started, and I have 2 people like this already. Now on the welcome screen you have the option to invite your friends. We've already done that. Tell your fans, so you'd import contacts from outside. Post status updates. Promote this page on your website, so you could add a like box to your website that effectively links through to here. Now once you start a new page, there are a couple of settings that really need changing before you proceed. That's done under Edit Page up here on the top right, and under Your Settings just check that Always Comment and Post on your page as NY Bytes. So I'm going to post on this business page as the business name rather than myself. And if you want notifications for every post or comment, leave this tick in. Under Manage Permissions, one thing you certainly might want to do, I would recommend for business pages, is to remove these ticks where people can write or post content on the wall. Depending on the nature of the business page you're creating, you don't want every person out there that likes your page and comes across your page to be able to post things on there. So personally I would take that option out, take the option out for them to add photos, and take the option out for them to add video. So the only person who can add any posts to your business page is yourself. Save changes. And then we can go back to view the page. So those are the 2 little important bits that I would certainly set with any business page. Otherwise you'll end up with what effectively becomes a normal Facebook page, which is full of people telling you every little thing about their life. This page really is for promoting your products or your services. There are a couple of do's and don'ts with a business web page. Here's the wall. There's currently nothing on there except this recent activity, and you would add something using the normal status box as you would with a personal Facebook page. Try and add something at least 2, 3, 4 times a week to keep the content new, and try and add, when you add things in here, a link to your website. So for example, if I want to now promote something new in here, I would go across to my website, and let's say I want to do online training as a promotion. I would copy this address here, come back to here and put in, don't forget we can create online training for a variety of topics. Paste in the URL and click post. The reason that I would suggest you always paste in a link is that that link is added, so that's an extra link back to your site, so that helps to include and increase your Google ranking, but also it pastes in the title of that web page and the description of that web page. So that's extra material going into each post. So if you post a different page from your website on a regular basis, or a different product that you're trying to promote on a regular basis, this keeps the business Facebook page up to date. Now the number of likes that you have will start to increment over here. If you've invited all your friends and they actually like you, they will like your business page, and that will help increase your numbers. And as further people get to like you, which you can help increase by adding a like button to your website itself. Once you reach 25 likes, you can then change the URL to a user-friendly URL. At the moment, to access this page, I have to give people this address here, facebook.com/pages/ny-bytes/123, etc, 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 etc. If I go back to Edit Page, on the Basic Information tab, you'll see we have here the option for a username. It's not really the right name for what you're going to get. You're going to get a user-friendly URL. So as soon as I reach 25 fans, I can actually ask and request a user-friendly URL, which will be facebook.com/whatever I want that hasn't already been taken. So ideally, I'm looking for facebook.com/nybytes, and that gives me a much shorter URL, a much more user-friendly URL. For example, in these other pages here. This page has 138 likes and has now requested a user-friendly URL. So it's facebook.com/Northampton Property Meet. However, this one hasn't reached the 25 yet. It's getting there, 18. So it has a not so user-friendly URL. And that one in there as well. That's reached 18 as well. Again, a not so friendly URL. So you're looking for that user-friendly URL, which Facebook refers to as a username. It's set under the basic information, but you cannot request it until you've hit the 25 likes. So we come back to view page. So that's creating a page for your business, point of which is to increase the traffic flow through your site and increase effectively the advertising, the marketing out in the internet. It costs you nothing, unlike Facebook ads that do cost money, which you can still run through, but that's a separate topic down here. The only element here really is time. To keep the site updated, you need to be posting on this wall on a fairly regular basis, adding photos if you want as well, so that you can increase the exposure of your site and the newness of your site. So that would be my biggest tip. Having created the page, is make posts on that wall on a regular basis of things that are going on, new products that are launching, any bit of news that you wish to share with the internet community. And that's the kind of thing that will increase your likes, because people will come back again and again when you've been adding new and new information, particularly if it's useful information.